Ophiuchus. Hello, Obies. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. Thank you for being my muse. We are going to drop ink and create an ink blot made in your name and essence that we are going to scry for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, Obies will add on Tarot and Oracle. And where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, boop, boop, we have Ghost Tube for any audio additions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. Overall, please do receive a release freely. If you are new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome home. I'm so excited. Let's get in and explore and expand.
Bless.
All right. Yeah, bless, bless. Opies, you know the drill. I'm going to drop some ink. We're creating a portal to perceive in. Less worrying about making a masterpiece. Ooh, what is that strange noise? Wonderful. My lazy Susan. Oh my goodness. I'm just causing a ruckus, Opies. Causing a ruckus. I hope you are doing well. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. You're also welcome to fast forward through if this just isn't your jam. But pretty chill here, so. Opies, my lights, secret agents. I love it. I love it. I'll also put the link below to the extended if you're a second tier YouTube member of the Secret Society, the Secreteur Society. And if that's not your interest, I'm trying out Vimeo for singles, so if you want to try that as well. All the links are below to help a gal grow. You guys are grand. Opies, what's been going on in your life, in your love? How are you feeling? Interesting, interesting. All right, Opies, we're almost done. But again, you always have the power to pause, replay, revisit, share it, whatever feels good to you. You got the power. All right, I'm just about ready. I'm feeling pretty. Oh, one moment. Oops. Let's do it. When you're ready, if you'd like to start taking a few deep breaths, cleansing
You are funny.
the body. I really don't try to be, but I know. Pretty funny. Sorry if I cough. I'm just getting over a little bit of a cold. When you're ready, Opies. Closing the eyes. Cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Ophiuchus Collective, thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. There you go. If you want to take that in,
Sister.
Drop an emoji, drop insights. It's all appreciated. Any interactions with the channel is appreciated. If you do, take a screenshot so you can scry on your own time and terms. Yeah, artistically speaking, personal use only. All right. Opies, you're my favorite. And you know that. Okay, what's going on in here? I see you. Should we get the pirate out? Right in here. What am I connected to? I'm trying to figure it out. One moment. Can you step forward, step through? I'm having a conversation over here. There's like a cape blowing in the wind, or actually what I wanted to say specifically is blowing in the breeze. So it's windy. Am I on top of a mountain? Oi, Ghost Tube, are you like extremely loud, or is that just to me? Apologies if it's not to you, but there is an Easter egg, a very large Easter egg, very, very large Easter egg in your aura. I think you have it hidden, like you have it hidden. The Ophiuchian aura has it hidden. It's also decorated. You know how like an Easter egg is decorated, but you've decorated this to look like something that I wouldn't be able to really place it or see it. Like it's decorated for its environment. this person, this energy, this something, right? Personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, this channel, this energy coming forward.
First.
They have mittens on. They're in the cold. Maybe they feel they've been left out in the cold. And not so much maybe excuse me, like woe is me, but I'm kind of getting this feeling that you've dealt with this before, or this kind of energy.
What brought you here?
Now, I know you guys deal with a lot of collective stuff. And when I say that, I mean it differently. You know, I know we're all collective, but you guys definitely kind of got that je ne sais quoi about you working very secretly on certain things, and I want to honor that. But to what GhostTube said, it's like when this energy comes forward in the nicest way possible, I'm hearing like, well, what is it that you want? What is it that you think you need? And it's almost like meeting one of those monks or gurus or something that, or popes, or pick a figure,
Singing.
a deity, whatever the case may be is. And it's like, you go there and they're like, okay, so ask your question, or what is it that you want? And then they give you like this riddle back. That's what I feel like you do. Like you are an embodiment of a riddle, because it's almost like giving anyone or anything. I'm not trying to be like I have some sort of power to discern, but this, it feels personal, and I think this is why I feel very responsible for whether it's this knowledge you have, a secret you keep, or a technique that you have. There's something like that, and it's, yes, use discernment, and that is your position, and you understand that responsibility. It's like not going from, or like being a doctor or surgeon, and you know the responsibilities and the risks. And yes, nonetheless, I'm sure I butchered that, but hopefully you got the gist of it. So it's not a point of being a riddle to make things harder. It actually inspires back the information, just like the Easter egg, like it's in the words. It's like when they say, you know, health, happiness, or live, love, laugh, and gather. And I've said this before, but it's blatantly coming through your ink. It's right there. And there's so much compassion that maybe that can't be seen, but you can help it be seen, ironically, by creating like a prism, not a prison, a prism of perspective. Very much so appreciating that you have also made great lengths and strides to meet other energies that you feel also. It's like kind of like connecting crystal skulls. Can I write that down? Because I will not remember. I'm barely lucid when I'm here. It's like connecting the crystal skulls together. That's exactly how it feels. And I don't know if each skull has a skill, or each stride that you've made in your own life endeavors and choices you've taken very seriously.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can absolutely hear you, love. Can you hear me? I feel like I'm speaking very loud, but that tends to be the case in the Ophiuchus reading. There's also something about very, oh, how do I say? Okay. Okay, there's a mitt, like you're washing a car, like a hand mitt washing a car. And at the same time as I am washing this car, perhaps it's your vehicle of your body, perhaps it's your actual car, maybe you're doing dishes, whatever the case may be. The point is that I'm doing something very tangible and I'm washing. It is like massaging my brain while I'm doing it. So I don't know if you do something out of a hobby, or like a hobby, or it's just part of your mundane material world, you know, doing chores or chorin. And as I'm doing them and like cleaning surfaces, my brain gets massaged from, I can only say like my higher self or something like that. It's like that's when I can tune in really, really well. Almost like in a walking meditation, or a certain amount of busyness lulls me into the state. I'm not talking about a fog state. I'm talking about like moving through the metaphysical mountain of being, and where mountains become molehills and molehills become mountains. And as I'm saying this, I'm back in like your brain, which, you know, maybe doing certain things is cleaning the brain, the physical expression of what we would call mind, perhaps, not saying it in any sort of truth or fact. That's how it's feeling. And this cleaning of it, like neural pathways being massaged. And maybe you're doing something, I'm back to the crystal skulls, you're working on or noticing neural pathways, not only in the veins of the brain and the body, as we would see veins, but truly in the interconnected information highway, specifically is how I want to say that. So there's something about this information highway. And, you know, like when someone could be a little stressed and or, you know, just thinking, and it's like these massage points are coming through, and it all seems to be very head oriented. Because when I come in here, there's like all this purple like sprouting up. But I'm actually also seeing that, and while it's like allowing this massage to happen, there's something that comes out of my forehead. When, I don't know when, but I'm here now. So whenever it happens, it's now. Or when it did happen, and I remember, it's now, maybe going through the memory banks of things, because this feels like, sorry, as I was saying, like the forehead to, not the center of the crown, like where the soft spot kind of would be. There's another space in between, and I am like pouring out the sludge. If I know it's gross, but it's just the way I'm symbolically seeing it. Rusty old pipes, and you turn them on, it'd be like brown and weird for a little bit, and letting the gunk come out. So this is being handed off. And when I say that, I don't mean like I'm handing it off like I don't want it, Ophies. The way that I'm seeing is that I'm utilizing that shade of non-clarity, because you've got all this crystal skull activity. The non-clarity goes to decorating this Easter egg so that it is protected, almost like I'm not trying to be insulting, because that's not the point, but it's like painting a rock, or like those fake rocks you put keys in, or painting something with like these certain kind of color, so it just blends into the range of realities, and they don't really stand out to anyone else who may have an investigative nature in regards to something about this crystal skull concept. I'm sorry that I keep coming back to this. I really hope it means something to somebody specifically. Oh, I so have like construction. Hold on one moment. Okay, sorry, it's not actually construction. It's the farmer dropping sand or soil for the farm next door.
True.
Yes, it is true. So that's what I mean by that. It's like, okay, water coming into the house, and you know, your water bill, clean water in, wastewater out. That gray water, you have an ability to do something with it. It works to your advantage. Also, I don't know if some of you might be interested, or maybe you go to the salon and get your hair done, and when they massage your scalp, it feels really good. Or going for like an Indian head massage, or some sort of like that spidery thing, or just spending time like massaging your like skull. I don't know. It's great though. I love it. All right, what else do we got here for Ophies? All right, I don't know if I said so already, Ophies. I'll put the link below. First YouTube video link below will be to your extended for those in the second tier. Secret Society, and also if you're just looking for single access to your extended, will be Vimeo. I keep hearing please, please, please. Also, something's coming in up here. There's a light land mass. I kind of get the feeling in this little story that's happening up here. Oh, I've shuffled these like 10 times. What's going on? You may want to watch the Capricorn reading, because these two same cards kind of came out. And theirs was about power, raw earthly power, and yours is very much like crystal skull power. And you guys might be working together, and it's curious because in there in the beginning, I actually saw like this mermaid and this goat. And maybe you are working with Capricorn energy, and that's fantastic. Oh, I feel like I'm just like a bull in a china shop over here, but that's cool. I'll deal with it. Like, remember when I said like you were hiding an Easter egg with like that smudgy coloring, and it's like, so it's in plain sight. It's like, imagine if this moon was an orb and it could go in and out of this mountain. Like, this is the Easter egg. You might have a significant connection, especially with these crystal skulls, and I don't know the story of them, but I'm going to assume as I'm in here that there are probably many myths, stories, lore about the crystal skulls. Like, and it's okay. But it's like each one has a certain skill or something like that, but it has something to do with space. There is also people of ancientness that had closer to what we would say is the truth because they were there. And if anyone is working on perhaps maybe a meditation or connection to the crystal skulls concept, your crystal skull capability, because I feel like you almost can do superhuman things with it. And superhero, there's a saving, not a savior complex, a saving that happens. Not in this shadowy conversation, but it's like what happens in the shadows. Okay, what happens in the shadows, different rabbit hole. You know, in like many shows of old castle, king, queen time, they had a master of whisperers. I feel like you also work with whispers and people tell you information. This is helpful for the work over here, for this light work, but it's like the shadows whisper to you to help direct your place in the light. There's always children energy in your guys' aura, Ophies, always, because I'm pretty sure being like the doctor and it's like double jeopardy. There's so much more knowledge and like, or for you at least, it feels like double jeopardy, like you're really here and now, like being in the Ophiuchian energy, you've doubled up on something. Like this is important to you. The symbology of the sign, the constellation, etc., etc., etc. You're like really in it for a reason that I don't know that anyone else would understand. And it could be to help crystal children. Indigo, you might be an indigo adult recognize with indigo adultness or an indigo child to help the next generations that are in different layers of like crystal skulls, indigo, rainbow children, turquoise, like I don't know who they are, but what the point is, I apologize, is that that they're older souls, meaning that they've had many incarnations on earth and possibly hold some of the original information from maybe the sky people, the star people, the constellation communications. They're being incarnate or reborn at this time. So this is why it comes in not as like a savior or a saving, but it comes in as I see you and can help you like navigate here and now. So all the work can be done. Does that make sense? It does, it does, it does. There's a golden anteater and I see a golden E. I don't know what this E means, like, because I am like Rolodexing through really quickly. And it means something that I don't know what it means, if I'm being very, very honest with you. I, as Steph, like, can come to some, you know, ideas and conclusions, but intuitively, it's all I'm hearing is like, goodbye. E is for everyone. Or maintaining some form. Okay, it's like gold tuning forks. Can I travel that? Okay, they're asking me to go into the tiger. So this tiger is like gold orange. It's like the sacral solar plexus. You guys are able to go where everyone can't. I think that's the point. But it makes it pathable, a path available for others, and you take paths very aware of those who are before you, and you are cultivating paths for those coming back or coming in, and you make places or accessibilities in the mind or in the spirit of in someone's body to go so they can continue to proceed, because there's all of these different landscapes.
What is your name?
You're very flexible about it. Okay, where am I? You know there's other energies preparing to come in. They've already been coming in. You're aware of that. There's a next wave or something that you've been doing work for. There's a heavy space setting on helping earthly children that were captive, and you guys have and still do your part in like that SWAT team thing. You are literal medicine, but it's like I'm seeing Archer. Is it Archer, that cartoon? But yeah, like this, I don't know, is he a spy guy or something like that? And sometimes you can just seem to fall into things and get it done. But yeah, you get it done. You get it done. There's a big old lion here as well. I also want to note it's changing forms on me pretty quickly. I am seeing a face leaning back with a telescope looking up. Here's the irony. As I'm looking up and like leaning back to look up at all of this, it really brings me back down to realizing I'm on a cloud. There's a white moth. I kind of feel like I have butterflies in my belly a little bit. This is an activation. This is discovering another life force. Why would I say another life force? Okay, well, it's in the same familia as like the crystal skulls. Maybe this is the relation to Capricorn energy. Very raw and real material world, because they're expanding into space. If I recall, they were going to pop out into space, and I feel like you guys can kind of see this, and then it pops you into the raw power with Capricorn. It's a very interesting combination. Why? It's almost like the goat on the earth with has the ability to be, you know, like the little whale tail thing, and then you guys are the whale, and this is where you're at. This is even if you're like, no, I don't want to work with Capricorn energy or will, happiness is on the bottom. With Shambhala, it feels as though, if I may, Ophies, it's a part of you. Your material meat suit world is working together with your, crystal skull. I don't know what else to say or call it, because it's blatantly that. And it's really quite...
Larry.
Harmonious. Okay, when I said I saw that lion looking up, it just popped in again. It's actually a sphinx. It's the sphinx looking up. There's also blue people here. There's a moose. I think the blue people might be like aqua people, or
I see you.
I don't know, blue deities. I'm not sure what they are. I feel like you should be really excited for what's coming. Because it's like the next phase, the next generation. Star Trek of Ophiuchus, the next generation. You defeated like somebody really grumpy or some sort of energy entity that it was a pretty big deal, and you defeated it. So congratulations.
He won't leave.
Well, no, he's right there. You don't want him to leave. You want him to know that you've got him. Challenges and achievements with the mountain, and you have this with Mount Shasta. You, like I just said, you achieved it. Something big, whoever this grumpy energy might be, you did it. I don't know how else to say it. Luck, money, coins. Feel like you're being very flexible in working with even Capricorn, or for that material world, material goods. And also I just feel like you're in a really good space of receiving all this gold. It's kind of like, it's not even, was it Robin Hood or somebody stealing from the rich to give to the poor, but there's definitely something going on. And before I head over to the extended, if you're joining me, oh wait, oh see, there's the moose. Did I say moose out loud, or is it just me? Oh no. Moose, acceptance, and eccentric, and fish, abundance and luck. You've lots of luck on your side, and you know this. These pathways through the jungle of the mind, of the heart, of the astral, of space. Something about agility. Stay agile, move the body physically, spiritually, mentally. Take time and take 5, you know. What is perhaps a, 5 minutes of meditation can go real far if you're doing, in the shower or something like that. It's worth it. You're worth it for sure. And it's only going to keep adding. Even like with the fish and the moose, like there's just so much earth and water together. Okay, I'm going to head over, Ophies, to the extended. If you're going to join me, awesome. If not, that's awesome too. I totally understand. I appreciate you. And I will see you again soon. So much love. Bye.
Imbecile.
You're so rude. You're so vain.